singing rock back, shake. No sticks, no stones, or any kind of weapon don't belong here. I don't wanna break no bones, I just want a microphone. Take the mask off your face and look at me face to face. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, 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 good morning. Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning,
Good morning, viewers. Morning. It's 7 a.m. and this is the Tobago Updates morning show coming to you here live from the Port Mall in Scarborough. I am Julian Skeet, and once again, it's my pleasure to be here with you this morning. Yes, folks, go easy. Don't worry. Don't stress too much. Ria isn't with us today, but Ria will certainly, by the grace of God, be back with us on Monday. Ria, wherever you are out there, we want to certainly ask you to keep safe, and we look forward to having you on Monday. But viewers, you will get a sneak peek just after the news to give us a sense of why Ria might possibly may have needed a few days out. So have no fear. Just after the news. At this point, we want to go straight over to the news in 90 seconds with Denicia.
And here's the news in 90 seconds. Debate is brewing on social media about Trinidad's involvement in the hosting of a Tobago Carnival. CEO of a major Trinidad carnival band, Dean Atkins, offered his expertise to the planners of Tobago's carnival. However, the news was met with mixed reactions. Some social media users say they do not want Trinidad's carnival to be replicated in Tobago. Meanwhile, others, like the political leader of the Unity of the People, Nkosi Phillips, believes Trinidadian carnival experts can't help Tobago have a good carnival product. A 32-year-old woman was held with cocaine. According to police reports, a dangerous drug search warrant was carried out at the home of Nestor Stewart Redman in Robert Trace Extension, which is in Mount Pleasant. Officers from the Divisional Task Force found over 27 grams of a creamish substance resembling cocaine. Stewart Redman was arrested and taken into police custody and charged. She appeared before the Scarborough Magistrate Virtual Court and was placed on bail worth $65,000 with a cash alternative of $6,000. Stewart Redman will reappear in court on May 6, 2022. Reported cases of gender-based violence have risen by 30%, according to the Minister of Social Development and Family Services, Donna Cox. She says the COVID-19 pandemic has contributed to the rise in reported cases. Social systems are struggling to keep up with the increase. This is what the minister describes as a shadow pandemic. However, Cox reported they are working on strengthening their services to deal with the growing situation. That was the news in 90 seconds. Back to you, Julian.
Yes, morning. And you know, I've heard the news there, and in keeping with the times that we are in, I can only think to myself, somebody touched me, somebody touched my soul. Folks, this has been certainly making headlines, going viral. I wonder if we have that clip there of the Honorable Prime Minister, Dr. Keith Rowley. For those of you who may have missed it, no, it was not his doing as far as I understand. This was the social media world out there, all those people who are skillful in the arts.
Somebody touch my soul. Yeah. Somebody burn.
Somebody touch me.
Somebody touch my soul. Somebody touch me. Somebody touch me. Somebody touch
So,
my
folks,
soul.
interesting enough, yes, this video has certainly gone viral. And just to clarify, the Prime Minister joined the celebrations that took place in terms of the Shouter Baptist celebrations. And one would have, the technical persons, very skillful persons we have out there in Trinidad and Tobago, took the opportunity to tie it into a very trendy cultural mix in keeping with our Trinidad and Tobago culture. Some appreciate it, some have concerns about it, but what's very sure is that it is indeed going viral at the moment. Prime Minister, the Honorable Keith Rowley, making waves there. But important at that, I'm sure if nothing else, let's remember to keep focus on the message. If many of you know the song and so on, let's remember to keep focus on the message out there, indeed seeking that kind of guidance and intervention in our lives. Folks, at this point, we want to touch into some birthdays in the lineup this morning. We've got some birthdays on the lineup this morning, and we start off this morning's birthday lineup with Andy Cooper. So we want to send a birthday shout out going out to Andy Cooper out there this morning. We're also sending out birthday greetings going out to Giselle Prescott. Giselle Prescott, happy birthday going out to you from the Tobago Updates family. In our birthday lineup, we also have Leisha McFarlane Andrews, wife of Troy Andrews, wishing you a happy birthday. My good friend, in terms of the entire family, we want to wish you a happy birthday. Coming from me and the entire Tobago Updates family, we trust that you have an enjoyable one. And we also sending out birthday shout-outs to Adil with lots of love. And this comes with lots of love, happiness, long life, and prosperity. And this is coming from your in-law, Anisha and Iona, sending you birthday greetings, as well as your brother-in-law, Mustafa, and your loving wife, Miriam, and daughter, Amari. So the entire team there are sending out birthday greetings. And coming out from one of your good friends also, they're out in Arima, sending out birthday greetings to ensure that you have an enjoyable and blessed birthday celebration as the celebrations continue. And folks, we've got a bit of mixed news, and probably let me go with the sad part of it first, folks. We have some condolences going out this morning, and in fact, Ria is joining us there. She's tuning in, and we send condolences to the Richardson family on the passing of Carlisle Richardson. That's Ria's uncle, formerly Little Goose store in Trinidad. And we want to, of course, wish Ria at this point and the entire Richardson family, mom, dad, the entire family out there, our condolences coming from the Tobago Updates family. And if my information is correct, this passing was quite recent, and therefore we certainly want to send out our condolences and our prayers to the entire family. But I should note as well that, interesting enough, I said it's a kind of double. It's a sad as well as a celebration, and I want to touch on the celebration point of it, because it's still important for us to celebrate life, even as we treat with the challenges of life. Folks, we have an anniversary today. We have an anniversary celebration today. And this is a big one here for us at Tobago Updates. And we chose to go back to 2016. Yes, Ria and Oswald, I know you all are looking on. We chose to take a slip back to 2016. Yes, folks, in case you're not sure who this is Ria and Oswald George there in 2016. And of course, today they celebrate 27 years. I hope I got that correct. It's at the 27th anniversary. And I think Ria will clarify for us, but I think this is the 2022 most recent. And that's how they do it, really sharing that continued blessing, that household of God. And as Ria would always say, the blessings of this family for Ria and Oswald have extended to, I think it is 3 lovely children. Ria, I hope I got that accurate in terms of 3 lovely young ones. And we really want to send out happy anniversary to Ria and Oswald George as they continue to celebrate. Now, folks, you'll understand why Ria needed a little time out. And Ria said the weekend might not be enough, Julian. I might need a longer time period. So we gave her since the holiday on Wednesday. And we look forward, Ria, to having you back on Monday. And Rhea, feel free to announce any surprises that you and Oswald would like to give us on Monday as well when you return here with us. I could only imagine Rhea's reaction now looking on. We love you and we continue to say thank you so much for the efforts that you make here with the entire team, and all the best to you and Oswald as you celebrate this 27th anniversary. Viewers, at this point we want to give you a sense of what's happening in our rundown this morning. And this morning we'll be hearing from Akil Andrews. Just in case most of you are not familiar with the name, this is the boss behind Beard Boss TT, owner and director of Beard Boss TT. So we look forward to that update, getting a sense of what's Beard Boss TT. I know most of us have heard about Beard Boss, but probably not familiar with Akil Andrews, so we look forward to that interview. We'll also be hearing of Skip to Malou 2022 Part 2. Wow, that was a tongue twister there. Skip to Malou 2022 Part 2. Yes, you remember that we were up in the east, and because of the success that it would have enjoyed, we look forward this morning to chatting with Pastor Richard Frederick, Health Director at the Tobago Mission of the Seventh-day Adventists. And he'll give us a sense of what has happened then with Skip to Malou and what can we expect upcoming as Skip to Malou moves to another part of the island, really reaching out and focusing on that health drive that is so critical and important to us here in the Tobago space. And this morning we wrap with a Bayo music premiere. So we got a music video premiere happening this morning, and we're going to have a recording artist on Chizzy and JP, and we look forward to connecting with them out there in Miami and Washington, D.C. It's an exciting morning ahead, viewers. We want to thank each and every one of you for the continued love and support for the Tobago Updates morning show. Yes, I'm seeing you this morning, you at home with your coffee, with your tea, with your chocolate tea, with your juice, with your breakfast in hand. Yes, watching us on Gael, as well as those of you watching us on M&E TV. We're so happy to have all of you tuning in via Smash Radio. I know that Lyndon Wilson, morning, is a big fan of Smash Radio, supporting the East out there. So Lyndon, I know he might be tuned in on Smash Radio this morning. And we also have each and every one of you joining us via YouTube. Yes, Auntie Selma, I see you out there. I see you out there. Those of you joining us online, and each and every one of you on Facebook, on social media with us. Morning, Jean Bacchus, Alicia Richardson, Williams, Cheryl Edwards, Kuki Melville, Sharon Mills, Erla Hazel. Morning, Erla Hazel, one of our dedicated viewers. And of course, we send out condolences to the family. I was at the funeral yesterday in terms of, having to treat with. And I want to say it was really a celebration of life indeed, as we extend condolences to Miss Erla Hazel and the entire family. It was really a celebration of life, and I'm certain, everyone could say that without a shadow of a doubt this morning. Avril Allen, yes, Avril, I seen you on the live. Samantha Crooks, Dora Lyons, Marjorie George. Thank each and every one of you so much for the continued love and support. We are only number one because of you, the viewers, because of each and every one of you. And so we want to remind you as we expand our reach, thank each and every one of you for joining us in the region and the world at large. But remember, this is your time, especially those of you on social media. Let's see this live moving far, far, far. Remember to share the live, share the live, share the live.
So as long as you call my name, then I will answer. I'm a happy camper, and love is my sponsor. Oh, yeah, and as long as I'm man of life, then I will dance up. No time for no anger, I'm smiling with me hands up, yeah. Somebody touch me, somebody touch me, somebody touch my soul.
Jid Gooley, Terrence Hines, Carrie Pierre, Christopher Vincent, Tian Webster, and players from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. You don't want to miss out on the Celebrity Games on the final day, featuring West Indies stars Joshua De Silva, Akil Hossain, Jaden Seals, and Stacey Ann King. 4 franchises loaded with local, national, and regional stars will clash at 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. daily. Lots of nightly giveaways. Only $20 at the door. Get in the game with the Chief Secretary's Bago T10 Blast 2.0. This ad is powered by the Office of the Chief Secretary.
Rest easy at American Stores. Up to 20% off. Outstanding discounts on selected Serta, Sealy, and Therapeutic mattress brands. Check us out today at American Stores, where we make quality living affordable.
I I faked a migraine to skip my in-laws' anniversary.
I call all my girlfriends babe, so I don't mix up their names.
I always pick fights before my boyfriend's birthday, so I don't have to buy him a gift.
Some secrets are too good to keep, like the KFC Secret Recipe Bucket, with 9 pieces of chicken and 5 regular sides for $129. Only at KFC.
MI4 Security Services Company is the most advanced security service in Tobago. Ask about our cash and transit service. It's safe, risk-free, reliable, and timely. We provide safe banking delivery for all business types and sizes with highly trained staff, 24/7 monitoring, coordinated emergency response, and a well-maintained fleet of armored vehicles. Contact us at 660-7723 or visit our website at www.mi4securitytt.com to sign up today.
Tobago is Easter, so join us. Call Thorns Place 745-7306 or 682-8676 and book your stay now. Rooms as low as 200 TT. Message us on WhatsApp, Facebook, and Instagram. Just a 5-minute drive from the Scarborough Port. Tobago is Easter, so join us.
Our national borders, our first step to security, but a possible access point for guns, drugs, crime. If it does not look right, do the right thing. Call Crime Stoppers anonymously. 800-8477. Report possible border crime.
Are you looking for that all-in-one shopping experience? Then look no more. Visit Lamb's Best Mart for your grocery items, fruits and vegetables, drinks, home items, stationery, gift items, hampers, shopping gift cards, toiletries, small hardware items, and much more. We provide order and pickup service, even delivery to your door. We are your friendly community supermarket. Check us out today at Lamb's Best Mart, located at 22 Daniel Trace Canby, or visit us on social media at Lamb's Best Mart.
It's a different type of thing down there. Man, we party till we drop down there. With a lot of pretty girls down there. Down in Tobago.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
It's 7:17 a.m. viewers, and welcome back to the Tobago Updates morning show, coming to you here live from the Port Mall in Scarborough. That view looks like just about the highway area there. I'm heading out. That's heading out of Scarborough, as though you're heading back to, what is that corner, what's that junction called again? As if you're going over to Glen Road or back onto the highway area there. I hope that my visuals are correct. Ria isn't here to verify for me this morning. I was heading up, like, yes, looking at Glen Road side, heading across to the immigration in terms of that stretch, heading across there. Certainly the views and spaces and places. And every time I see these views, I'm reminded that in our tourism trust and looking at the face of Scarborough, we've got to do something about these lines, and I hope that the relevant authorities are looking on this morning. Morning, Trevor James, Secretary Trevor James, and Assistant Secretary Joel Sampson in that area of responsibility this morning. All right, so viewers, in this segment, we have with us many of you, I'm sure, whether it's Instagram, whether it's Facebook, in terms of social media, you've certainly heard about Beard Boss TT. This morning we are chatting with the boss behind Beard Boss TT, and we welcome on set with us Akil Andrews, owner and director of Beard Boss TT. Morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing this morning?
I'm good, on you?
Good for the wild man.
Yeah.
This morning we're chatting about Beard Boss TT, and I want us to start off by giving us a little sense of who is Akil Andrews, for those who are, seeing you for the first time.
All right, Joel, my name is Akil Andrews. I'm from Carlisle, Tobago, which is in the eastern end of the island. right? I am an entrepreneur, so I'm actually the owner of Beard Boss and Ties and Nuts, right? Ties and Nuts was the first business that I established in 2018, and Beard Boss came after in 2020, right? I'm the holder of a bachelor's in management studies, and that's just it.
Excellent. And you know, from the time you speak about the East, Ria is overjoyed looking on this morning. Very
Yes,
proud, very
yes.
proud. All right, so we want to chat a little bit about Beard Boss TT. When would this have been started? And give us a sense of what was your inspiration to venture into this other area of business?
All right, so the business was established in December of 2020 in the midst of the pandemic, right? And that was my inspiration because I have a beard and I would have been operating in a corporate environment for a while. And that organization had a very strict grooming policy. So it encouraged me to always have a neat finish basically, right? So I would have begun using an array of products. And I decided that, you know what, I just want to venture into my own product because I knew what I was looking for in a beard product, right? And I just felt like I wasn't getting it with some of the products that I was using. I had to use like an array of products just to get that one look. If I want to shine, if I want to moisturize, if I want to condition, I'll have to use 3 different products. So I decided that I wanted to create my own and move forward from there.
All right, very interesting at that. So tell our viewers about what the range of products include for Beard Boss TT.
All right, so Beard Boss entails of a luxury line of beard care, right? And what I decided to do was launch the beard oil collection first, right? So I have a lemon coconut and I have a mint, right? The mint is our signature scent that was launched first, and then I would have done the lemon coconut back in November 19th last year, which commemorated on International Men's Day, right? So I have those 2 products now. They are both 4-ounce bottles, and it's a spray cap. So you could just spray it directly onto the beard.
Oh, nice.
And then eventually the business will expand.
So tell us something in terms of utilizing this. Give us a sense of that morning routine. Because some people think in terms of these things you have to use way in advance.
No, you
30
don't.
minutes to give us a sense of that wake-up routine when you get to using the product.
All right, so what I usually do, well, I have the application method at the back as well as on the bottle itself, on the box and on the bottle, right? And what I would also do on the page, on my social media pages, Beard Boss pages, I would share from time to time the tips in addition to using the Beard Boss products, right? So what I would usually recommend is using the products after you take a shower, right? So that time your face, your pores, are open, and you leave your beard a bit damp, and then you apply the products onto it.
So what you're saying to them very nicely is, yes, you have to wash your beard.
Yes, yes, yes.
Right, in terms of part of the grooming,
yes,
right?
Yeah. So I apply the product when the beard is a bit damp, and it goes deeply into the skin, right? So a lot of persons would not only use the oils for the beard, but some people use it on the actual skin and on the hair as well.
All right. So the oils, in terms of you actually spray it into the beard. And I see we have a number of the testimonials that would have been passing across the screen there.
Yes.
Tell us about the general feedback from your clients in terms of the response.
Right.
How has that helped to move you
All
forward?
Right. So very good reviews, very good reviews. As I said, the product initially started off just as a beard oil, right? But persons, because of the type of oils that are employed in the product, persons use it on their skin. Look, I have a female there, so this client would use it on her hair because this is a rasta. And this gentleman here, he has a beard, but he also says he uses it on his entire skin.
Keelan Whitlock, man,
yes,
very well known to
right.
us.
We have here before and after
Minority
here.
leader,
Minority
yes.
leader, Kelvin. And at the bottom here, this is actually a Coast Guard. We all know that Coast Guards are synonymous for beards.
Right.
So when he would have joined the military on the left, we had no beard, and then after using the product for about 3 months, he had his full line.
So the product also helps with growth.
Yes.
All
so
right.
it stimulates growth, right? So it's able to strengthen the roots, and it moisturizes, it shines, it conditions, and it just basically creates an overall healthier beard.
Right, okay. And very interesting at that. Give us a sense too, because people heard Beard Boss.
Right.
People hear about the beard, and they
Right.
don't make the connection with the fact that ladies can also utilize it in terms of the hair. Tell us a little bit more about that.
All right. So as I said prior,
because I see Jillian there.
yes, Jillian. Right. So as I said prior, the oils that I use in the product are not just for beard. It's for growth, overall health, for natural hair, basically. Right. So Jillian here, she is a rasta.
Morning to Jillian.
Yes.
Also up there from the east.
Yes,
Proud.
from Roxborough. Yes.
Yes.
So Jillian has natural hair, right? She's a rasta. So we have like avocado oils and lemon oil, coconut oil. So all those oils are synonymous for growth, healthy growth in hair and beard.
All right.
Right? Because it's important to use natural products, you know, especially with stuff on your face, you know, because it helps with growth and no breakouts and that kind of thing.
So unlike many with the challenges, tell us about your success story in relation to many faced challenges during the pandemic. You were blessed enough to be able to launch out into a product line.
Right.
How was it particularly, you know, with reaching out with the restrictions, delivery, connecting with your clients, making it happen still, having started up during the pandemic?
Okay, well, it was tough, right? But as I said prior, I am the CEO of Ties and Nuts as well, which was established in 2018. So I would have been able to build a clientele from that point. And, you know, the transition was a bit smoother for me because, you know, I already had a household name with Ties and Nuts, right? This business was actually supposed to launch in June of 2020 in time for Father's Day. But because of the pandemic and, you know, it was just new to the entire world, I was uncertain. I was uncertain of what to expect. So it would have had a 6 months pushback. But the advantage with that for me is that when I created the product, because I work closely with my consultant, I would have had the opportunity to have greater samples being done. Because, you know, before I launched the product, I had person sample and, you know, got that different feedback. So it worked out perfectly for me regarding, you know, a lengthier period for the samples and that kind of thing. Right now, in terms of the pandemic itself, it was tough because usually, you know, pop-up shops and that kind of thing, we had a restriction, we couldn't gather, but that is the power of social media, right? Social media is very important. So I continuously kept posting, and even if we are in a pandemic, persons would still find that time to groom. You know, grooming is definitely important, whether we are in a pandemic or not.
And you know, that's a valid point that you're making, because even when one had to appear on virtual meetings,
yes, yes,
you may not see below, but it certainly would at least see what I'm wearing in terms of top and my face.
Yes, definitely. So it's because of the type of product I had, it wasn't as difficult, but there are sometimes, well, there was some challenging times, but I made it.
Excellent. Where can we look forward to in terms of where can persons access these products? What's your usual line of distribution, communication, contacts, etc.?
All right, so you can check the social media pages at Beardboss TT on Instagram and on Facebook. You can also contact me at 475-9632. So you can call or send a WhatsApp and we can arrange for delivery. Delivery comes at a small fee. And I also have the product available at 9 outlets. Right, one in Trinidad, 8 in Tobago. Actually, one is right here on the Port Mall at Island Boys Barbershop. So I have 3 barbershop locations, one right here on the Port Mall. The other is at Bonaccord, which is Flawless Barbershop, right? That's next to Rosie's Bakery. And then I have a barber located in Blackrock, Webby Cuts, right? And the other 6 outlets, Waterfront Pharmacy is one of my main outlets. And then I have Hysteria Fashions. I have Mason Deluxe, which is in Lowlands. And I have Tobago Wick. That's located in River Road, Plymouth. I can't remember the other 2 locations, but yeah, I have a lot of locations.
But nice, so that's excellent. And persons can find the information via your social media platforms.
Definitely.
All right. Give us a sense of where can we expect to see, you know, in terms of Beardboss TT in the future? Where are you looking to head to? What are your projections?
Well, I could say it's only up from here, right? I want to do some greater expansion in the Trinidad market, of course, increase the product line. So that's something that I'm currently working on. And I am gunning for that international market next.
All right. Are you familiar with Linus Andrews Gray?
Yes, that's my big sister.
Yes. Certainly. She's on the live here, and everyone is tagging her, lending that kind of support.
Yes,
and
that's
you
my
know,
big sister.
Definitely. Tell us, and I asked that question specifically because I wanted you to give us a sense of how important was that kind of family support in terms of moving forward and thriving in a business like this.
So I come from an entrepreneurial family, right? So it really started with my grandfather, Dalton Andrews, who is now deceased. Right, and he would have created Andy's Cherry Nectar, which was way back in the day. I think it's about 70 to 80 years ago. And that business would have been inherited by my uncle and then passed on to my eldest brother, Reginald, now. So he runs and operates that business. And then my niece is 13 years old. She has her own business. My sister is a professional makeup artist, Keisha Andrews. I have my cousin, Jad.
Ah, Keisha.
Yes, Keisha is my big sister. I have my cousin, Jad. He owns a healthy line of food. It's called Dalton. It's named after my grandfather. So you have like oats and flax seeds. My uncle Diamond actually has his healthy food bar right here on the Port Mall. Mr. D's. My uncle owns a driving school. My dad was a Marcus taxi driver. So it's really something that is innate in the Andrews family.
So it's kind of like Akil, what you're doing, no pressure.
Yeah, yeah. So that is the reason why I would have gone off to university and pursued a degree in management, because I knew that entrepreneurship is something that I wanted to venture into. So the support from family and friends is real.
What would be your inspiration, particularly? Because persons are listening to this interview. You know, they're seeing you. Some may interact with you in your professional capacity in other spaces.
Right.
And they're seeing you and they're hearing you speaking here and they're saying to myself, wow, boy, that sounding like he in his 40s, going out there like he's doing this for years. Tell us, what's your inspiration and encouragement to young persons in terms of making that kind of venturing out beyond just the idea to make things happen?
My inspiration, I would say I'm my own inspiration, because I know that I am an ambitious person and I want to just go further than just where the regular Tobago space is. Entrepreneurship, as I said, is in the blood. So it's something that I always knew I wanted to venture into. So I would stop at nothing, you know, just continue to pray and ask God to guide me and lead me to where my true purpose is.
All right. And I wouldn't, the viewers wouldn't allow me if I didn't make the connection. And I want us to go to a single shot there. A single shot. And I see some persons combing out their beard and stuff like they're ready to test out the beard oil.
Right.
And tell us about the combination, because they say, not single shot of me, single shot of Akil. Some saying, this man not only puts forward a product, but speaks to that sense of style in terms of presenting. How important is that, so that you represent your brand? Because look at the combination right now. The products lined up just for you in terms of your choice of color this morning.
Right.
How important is that?
I didn't even realize it, you know. But I would always say, when you have a brand, it's important to dress accordingly. You know, there's a phrase, dress how you want to be addressed, right? So I believe in the importance of you. You are your own marketing manager, basically, and that's what I would always use for myself and my products. So with my Beard Boss oils, of course I have a beard, so I always try to ensure that my beard is well groomed. And even if I don't visit the barber shop in 2, 3, 4 weeks, you know, I would ensure that it's still healthy, because I would still do my daily routine, my washing, my combing, and applying the oil. And same with ties and knots. I would always ensure that, you know, my selection of ties and socks is always on point, right? So yeah.
All right, excellent. So again, just before we wrap this morning's interview, I want you to remind our viewers, how do they connect with you in terms of all your socials, etc.?
All right, so you could always feel free to message me via WhatsApp or give me a call, 475-9632, and check out Beard Boss TT on Instagram and on Facebook.
All right. Excellent, viewers, and we want to thank very much this morning Akil Andrews here, the owner and director of Beard Boss TT, and we like the fact that he has spoken very broadly, not just about his inspiration here, but also other areas that he has ventured into, really making that difference as a young person venturing out there. And it just speaks to what you can do. And in terms of the family lineup, certainly an encouragement. And I don't know, he's definitely doing something right. I don't exactly have the beard, but if you are seeing what I am seeing now in studio, viewers, all these gentlemen are busy combing out their beards, some with no hair on their head, combing out those beards, getting ready to give the test in terms of Beard Boss TT. But certainly that's how we operate here at the Tobago Updates family. We do it together and we connect, and we really provide that support to all our entrepreneurs and so on. We really want to thank Akil Andrews again for joining us this morning, and I think it's fitting to close with the words of Gillian Thomas on the live here this morning. So proud of you, Akil. Keep soaring. All right, so thank you very much again for joining us here on the Tobago Updates morning show. And viewers, the background that you are enjoying here this morning, that kind of sunset view, is actually the Mount Irving area. And this is captured by Philbert Williams. Exceptional, island vision. So we really want to send out our commendations here and thank you to Philbert Williams for the background that we're seeing here on set this morning. And that's the Mount Irving area. I want to suspect this is just around the cool evening time as the sun is setting, creating that setting and that environment for love and affection. You see, I have to take down the voice for this one, folks. Creating that setting for love and affection. And you can thank us later. This is the Tobago Updates morning show. And we want to remind you, share the live, share the live, share the live.
Good morning.
Tobago is Easter. So join us. Call Thorns Place 745-7306 or 682-8676 and book your stay now. Rooms as low as 200 TT. Message us on WhatsApp, Facebook, and Instagram. Just a 5-minute drive from the Scarborough Port. Tobago is Easter. So join us.
Our national borders, our first step to security, but a possible access point for guns, drugs, crime. If it does not look right, do the right thing. Call Crime Stoppers anonymously. 800-8477. Report possible border crime.
MI4 Security Services Company is the most advanced security service in Tobago. Ask about our cash and transit service. It's safe, risk-free, reliable, and timely. We provide safe banking delivery for all business types and sizes with highly trained staff, 24/7 monitoring, coordinated emergency response, and a well-maintained fleet of armored vehicles. Contact us at 660-7723 or visit our website at www.mi4securitytt.com to sign up today.
It's the return of the Chief Secretary's Bago T10 Blast from Saturday 9th April to Friday 15th April 2022 at Sid Gray Sporting Complex, Roxborough. 7 days of explosive cricket action like never seen before.
That's one of the biggest hits in the tournament so far.
Come see national players Imran Khan, Mark Dial, Jason Mohammed, Jid Gooley, Terrence Hines, Carrie Pierre, Christopher Vincent, Tian Webster, and players from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. You don't want to miss out on the celebrity games on the final day, featuring West Indies stars Joshua De Silva, Akil Hossain, Jaden Seals, and Stacey Ann King. 4 franchises loaded with local, national, and regional stars will clash at 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. daily. Lots of nightly giveaways. Only $20 at the door. Get in the game with the Chief Secretary's Bago T10 Blast 2.0. This ad is powered by the Office of the Chief Secretary.
I faked a migraine to skip my in-laws' anniversary.
I call all my girlfriends babe, so I don't mix up their names.
I always pick fights before my boyfriend's birthday, so I don't have to buy him a gift.
Some secrets are too good to keep, like the KFC secret recipe bucket with 9 pieces of chicken and 5 regular sides for $129. Only at KFC.
Tobago Glass Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supplies specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
Put a smile on your face when you're moving from place to place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
I am coming to you from the tennis court in Shore Park, where we are going to be talking about Move to Live. And Move to Live is been started by Mr. Richardson, involving skip rope competitions and, just a different form of exercise for us to stay fit. Now, we spoke to him about a month ago, but we are going to give you a little bit of an update on what's been going on and how this skip rope thing has been growing. Right now, the team is in session. They are in a workout session as they get prepared for their different skills and for our competition, as like I said before, it's coming up pretty soon. So, good morning to you, Mr. Frederick. I see you in the game.
Oh yes, good morning to you, Candice, and good morning to the viewing audience. Good morning to all of Tobago. Oh yes, we are in the game indeed.
Right. So we're talking about Rope to Live and you know this whole skip rope competition. Now since we last spoke, can you give us an idea of what's been happening, how things have been going?
Oh yes, so we had the launch up at Roxborough and it was fantastic. It was on March the 6th. We had a great turnout, a great audience, great participation. I think we had over 80 something individuals participating in the event. We had winners in all of the categories. We had in the endurance, we had in the combo male and female, and then we had the freestyle, which I think took the, stole the show. It was quite amazing.
So is it safe to say that it is catching on?
Yes, I believe it is catching on. I'm hearing or I'm seeing coming out of it, there will actually be skipping clubs in Tobago. Mount St. George, I think, is looking at that, as well as in Bethel. So it's catching on, it's getting bigger, it's getting grander, and I'm looking forward to the next event that we will have.
Which is a competition.
All right. Well, I use the word challenge, I understand, right? Because I want individuals to challenge themselves. It's all about losing weight. It's all about remaining fit and healthy so that you can reduce comorbidities. You can live a life that is free of diseases. That is what it's all about. So you're challenging yourself. You're not looking at what the other individual is doing. As good as they are, you are pushing yourself to your limit so that you can lose unwanted weight. Perchance COVID-19 or any other disease come, they won't find, a fruitful body for diseases, but they will find a body that is able to fight off disease. That is what Skip to My Lou is all about.
So tell me about the competition that's happening on Sunday.
On Sunday, we are right here in Shaw Park, right at this court. Individuals will be right in this stand. We're so glad that the government has opened up the country so that we could fully participate in these events. And we will be having the same challenges, but we have some new ones. So we're going to have the endurance. And I know that individuals are able to jump 500 plus jumps in 5 minutes. Even females are able to do that. Angel Davidson was a standout from the Roxborough launch. Yes, and then we will go back to the combo again, and that was really nice. Individuals really participated in that, but we're doing it for the children as well too. So we have an under 12 age group category. They won't do the push-ups, they will do everything else but not the push-ups. But we're introducing a new category, Candice.
And what is that new category?
That is the iron rope, the jump rope iron man, the jump rope iron woman. You would have to do 100 jumps, followed by 50 push-ups, 50 sit-ups, and then 50 jumps. And whosoever completes that in the fastest possible time, that person is the jump rope iron man or the jump rope iron woman. So we're looking for individuals who are custom exercising, like these individuals here, to participate in this event this time around.
All right, great. And then we saw, how can persons get involved if they want to get involved?
All right, so we sent out our flyer, we sent out our registration form. If you haven't seen that, because it's online, you can call 735-4076 for information. Perchance you don't get on to me, we will be here on Sunday, the 10th of April, 3:30 p.m. But we'll be here from 2 p.m. to register individuals. So you could come, be part of the early registration. We have some fantastic tokens, fantastic prizes for individuals you won't want to miss out. So be here from 2 p.m. on Sunday to register, or contact me at 735-4076.
Spectators welcome.
Spectators? Yes, spectators are welcome. Yes, so we want the stands to be filled with individuals cheering. So you might have a group. It might be a gym. You come with your whole gym posse so that those who participate in you could cheer them on. You might be part of a church, yes? So you come with your entire church membership so that they can cheer you on, because in the individual freestyle, crowd response may just hold the sway in who as to who will get the prize.
And then all of these is preparation for competitions in Trinidad, right?
In Trinidad, well, we're thinking about that. We've gotten in contact with the president of the Jump Rope, Trinidad and Tobago Jump Rope Federation. And so as we grow and as we develop, there's the possibility that we will be going to Trinidad as well, right? And maybe even other Caribbean islands, so that we could help individuals to lose their weight.
So the possibilities are endless with Skipping to My Lou.
It is endless. It is endless indeed. We just want individuals to see the possibilities, visualize it, yes. And before I forget, Candice, as we see the individuals doing the aerobic behind me, at the end of the event on Sunday, we will be having an aerobic session. It's not a burnout in that you won't, be asked to leave because you're not doing it well. It's just for you to get into the rhythm, get into the routine, to feel the exercise so that you could adopt it as part of your life as well.
All right, Mr. Frederick, thank you so much for talking with us. And you might see me on Sunday, so viewers,
we look forward to it.
You might see me skipping to my loo on Sunday. But that's it from me, Candice Jackson, at the tennis ground. And it is off to a break, but don't worry, and Julian will be right back.
And welcome back to the Tobago Updates Morning Show. And yes, viewers, that interview, amazing. You heard it there, viewers. Candice gave that she's gonna be. You can possibly look out for her at Skip to My Lou. So when you get there, search through that crowd, look out for Candice. We got that commitment there, and I'm looking for her signal right behind the camera. I know it's coming in Jesus' name. Yes, Candice, she will be there with us on a Sunday. Folks, and I really want to send out commendations. Pastor Richard Frederick, and the entire family out there. Morning shout outs to Vern Race, Venicia, Reagan, Riesel, the entire team out there. Laverne, Brother Simon, Lavienne, the entire family support base. Also, Miss Gala up in Roxborough up there, and the entire Frederick family. Want to send morning to you. And we're looking forward to this event. Had the opportunity to be at Sitgri for the first edition in terms of Skip to My Lou. Really a coming together of the entire team, the planning team and the coordinators to make it happen. And therefore, I'm excited to see the execution for this second round of Skip to My Lou 2022. All right, viewers, in this segment, and we want to thank each and every one of you. I'm seeing you all, the energy on the live. Yes, that was Biana Brebner, my classmate, there on the video a while ago. And Biana is with us on the live this morning. Morning, Biana. Rian up there. I'm seeing Rona Moore, Langdon Phillips. Morning to each and every one of you. Viewers, in this final segment, we are chatting with Chizzy and JP, recording artists speaking to Tobago music video premiere. All right, and they're connecting with us from Miami and Washington, D.C. Morning, gentlemen.
Good morning. How are you going?
All right. Excellent. So let's start with Chizzy. Tell us where you are joining us from this morning, and then we go to JP.
Okay, I'm currently in Miami, Florida, where I'm living right now.
All right, excellent. And JP?
And I'm joining you lovely guys in Tobago this morning from Maryland/Washington, D.C. Area.
Excellent. And folks, yes, don't be afraid. These are our Tobago faces right here. Just in case you missed it, you should know the Salandi family. morning there. Of course, she's here with us with news. Kristen Salandi and the entire family out there sending good morning to you. So, gentlemen, tell us a little bit about where did all of this start in terms of really making this mark to put Tobago forward in terms of, through you gentlemen, coming forward with this music video?
Well, it basically started, I moved to America in 2009. I did my college, and then I started working for a construction company in DC, Washington, D.C. And after I posted pictures of my work and stuff online, I realized Shannon reached out to me saying that he's over here and he's excited that I'm here, and we started liming and chilling. And then from there, it took off. I realized he was doing music as well, and I always wanted to do a Tobago song, a song representing my beautiful country, Tobago, which I love dearly. And we started freestyling, and then it just clicked that same night. It just clicked, and over time we just started massaging it and making it into what the final product is right now.
Yeah, I think
Tell us about your startup experience.
Sorry?
Tell us about your startup experience, the add-on.
Yeah. To add to that, so I've been doing music from a while now, from tender age of, I don't know, 6, 7, coming up from Sunday school and making up songs about, stuff I learned in Sunday school, Bible stories and stuff. Fast forward to migrating to the US, went to school at Howard University. And funny enough, it was after Howard, I invited Kyle after seeing that he was in DC to Howard University homecoming. And, we linked up after that, and we was literally freestyling. Like Kyle was saying, the song was pretty much born right there and then out of that freestyle.
All right. Tell us specific to the kind of work and effort that would have been required to go into preparing a music video. I can only imagine the amount of resources and effort and time. Tell us a little bit about that journey.
Well, it was a lot of planning. Everything didn't fall into line as we planned, as plans usually happen. We had to make up for certain deficiencies and stuff, but we had a very talented team. Big up Sean Davis and Melvin Isaac, who all went to Bishops as well. They are very talented individuals, and they have they have a lot of industry experience working with, top talents like Marshall Montano, Kess, and all these other top class music producers. So we got a plan together. We got the models, Venetia, Isabella, Coco, and also some close friends, Darren and Pastor, and we shot the video in one day. We started in town by the Tobago sign, and then we went to country. Then we came to Buku, where we went to the boat and did the boat shots, and then that was it, quick and fast.
All right, JP, I want you to share with our viewers the kind of inspiration to ensure that this happens, and I know that there's the potential for future considerations. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, the inspiration behind this song, I was, born, grew up in Tobago. Some lyrics of the song say anywhere in the world I abide, inside is my Bago pride. So saying that to say that I am super proud of where I come from. When Kyle reached out to me and came up with the idea to do a song about Tobago, it was a no-brainer. I'm like, yo, bro, we definitely doing this. Like I say, I love my island, I love my people, love the culture. So it's just a matter of translating that love and that passion and pride into some lyrics, and then the final piece came together with the video with when we involved other friends / BHS colleagues. Big up to Bishops, Sean and Melvin, and you don't know. Yeah, Sean and Melvin, and everything just came together in the end perfectly. And I think as you will see in a minute, that the video is like a perfect product of everything coming together well, and a good representation of Tobago.
Excellent. Just before we head over to the video, because I know by now people are asking, I want to see the video and the music, let me just hear it. Just before we head over to the video, just remind our viewers, how do they connect with Chizzy and JP?
Okay, so Chizzy, I have a YouTube page where you could go and view and subscribe. It's called Chizzy Music Bro. And also I have an Instagram where you could see my content and see my life. at ja_sa89, JAH_SA89.
Right,
And for
excellent. JP?
myself, for myself, on all social media platforms at JP Easy. That's JPEASI. On all social media platforms, including YouTube. Secondary Instagram account, A on JP. That's EARON JP. You can find me there, follow me there, follow the journey, and yeah.
And the connection on the live is amazing. I am seeing #1 supporter, Christian Salandi, Tobago Pride, Tobago born. All right, certainly giving the commendations there. And you know our #1 encouragement as Bishopians on the screen at the moment. You know our #1 encouragement, Miss Suzette James Stewart, VP now. Big up every time. And you know Miss James Stewart, always lending her support in terms of moving things forward. So at this point, viewers, we want to indicate to you, we're going to head over to the video, and just after we move straight into the segment with This Day in Tobago History with Devon Adana. So we're looking out for the video now. Chizzy and JP.
Let me tell you about a place where JP and Jay-Z, where we born and grow. The land of the risk of we go, R.I.P. to the mighty shadow. The land of Bel Air, and you know we gon' clear with a thing called Calypso. You don't know how the thing go, watch the flow, Bego, 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 you know the thing go, Bego, 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 Scarborough, Hill up, let's go to Bego, 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 Gain and one time Roxborough, Bego, 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 Bego for sure. Chelsea, Bego, we go slow. Bego, we take it slow. Chelsea, you don't know. BAGO, oh yo yo yo. Come let we go to the island, my paradise, where the gal them sexy and nice. Visit once, you go come back twice. Juve, mud mask, real vibes. Crown Point, and we chippin' and we chippin'. Store Bay on the beach with the dipping. Crab and dumpling, real finger licking. Karaoke, barcode, no sticking. Tell me who harvest is the best. If it is yours, put your hand on your chest, confess. Sweet wild meat, nothing less. Hand to your sweet hand, ever bless. Oh yes, mud and mud in Calder Hall. Movie tongue in Lowlands Mall. Had a hard week and you just walk cool. Take a small pump in Sunday school. Bego, 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 you know the thing go. Bego, 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 Scarborough, Hill up, let's go to Bego, Bego, Bego. Stay side and you know we full of Bego, 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 Bego for sure.
Yeah, you getting it? I hear it. You almost have it.
This day in Tobago history. Did you know that on April 8th, 1768, the land commissioners were on the eve of hosting their 5th round of land sales in Tobago? According to Tobago Melancholy Isle, written by Archibald Douglas, 254 years ago tomorrow, 5,183 acres of land were disposed of. 3,000 of those acres were in the parish of St. John. St. John comprises any village from Castara to Speyside. The first land sale hosted by the land commissioners in May 1765 was limited to lands in the parish of St. George. As a result, 3,500 acres were sold. At the second land sale a year later, in May 1766, the land commissioners sold 11,096 acres in all the parishes except St. John, which had not yet undergone the necessary surveys. Noteworthy is that the sale of the first piece of land in the Corland division went to Tobago's first land surveyor, caused quite an excitement for the St. David parish where his land was located. The third land sale took place in 1767. On that occasion, the land commissioners disposed of a further 14,975 acres in the parishes of St. Andrew and St. Patrick. During 1768, a fourth sale was held where 4,632 acres were sold. 2,500 acres were sold in the parish of St. John and another 1,000 in the parish of St. George, which encompasses Hillsborough and Barbados Bay. A sixth land sale was held in June 1770. At that time, 9,362 acres were sold in the parishes of St. David, St. Mary, St. Paul, and St. John. May 1771 was the Land Commissioner's last land sale, bringing to an end their commission in Tobago. The final sale amounted to 7,060 acres in the three windward parishes of St. Mary, St. Paul, and St. John. 1,100 acres were also purchased in the parish of St. George. The sales included the entire appropriations allowed by the Crown. The total amount sold was 57,408 acres, which was 75% of all lands in Tobago. The total amount of money collected from the sale of the Tobago lands was about £52,000 or $8.5 billion 2022 dollars. You've been watching This Day in Tobago History. My name is Devon Adana. Back to you in studio, Julian.
Devon Adana. Devon, are you there with us? I like the mention of the $2022.
Yes.
To be very specific.
Yes, in case you're wondering how much Tobago would have been worth in $2022.
Very, very interesting times. If only we were able to gather some acres of our own. Thank you so much again, Devon Adana, continuing to connect with us here to bring us This Day in Tobago History. So important, and a lot of persons have responded saying, wow, they love the fact that we're able to capture something that they may have overlooked in terms of bringing it back into perspective. We want to give a quick advisory before we close, courtesy the Division of Infrastructure, Quarries and Urban Development. The Licensing Department, Tobago, located at Millshave Complex, will be closed today, Friday, the 8th of April, 2022. So the Licensing Department, Tobago, will be closed today, Friday, the 8th of April, 2022, for sanitization of the space in keeping with the accepted COVID-19 protocols. So we just want to remind persons of that. Operations will resume as usual on Monday, the 11th of April, 2022. So operations resume on Monday, the 11th of April, 2022. We want to thank each and every one of you for the continued love and support, all of you on the live. You continue to be here with us each and every morning. I love the fact we see Kelly McFarlane, Nicole Collins, Kristen Salandi, the entire lineup here with us this morning. Laverne Simon. Hey, I'm also seeing morning, Laverne Simon. And I'm also seeing our youth host online with us this morning, Dwayne Nurse. Morning, Dwayne Nurse. Also online with us this morning, QK Melville, Rona Moore, and the entire team out there. Thank you so much for the love and support. Yes, Liesel James, I'm seeing you. I know you're out there with us. Morning, and thank you for continuing to support Chantel Melville and each and every one of you that have been there with us from day one. At this point, folks, as we ended the Tobago Updates morning show, we want to indicate to you, stay tuned, stay connected. We're going to be heading over to Good Morning Tobago with Denicia and Candice. And just to remind you again, Ria, all the love and support out there to you. Enjoy the weekend. And folks, we should have Ria back on Monday with us on Monday morning. As Ria would say, remember to wear your mask, ensure that you wash those hands and sanitize, and ensure that we maintain the distance as we enjoy the celebrations. Folks, we're heading into Easter. It's a big time. It's a big celebration time. Have a great weekend. See you on Monday. Bye-bye.
Scarborough, let's go to Tobago. Stay side and you know we full of Tobago for sure.
Yeah, you getting it? I hear it. You almost have it.
This a sweeter place, so superior. Beach white sand and blue water. From the outskirts interior. With we Tobago pride, we don't cater. Where you come from, put a foreigner. You Visit one time, you come back later. Anywhere in the world, and you buy inside, it's my big old pride. You know we never slip, never slide. Pump with me team from the countryside. Pembroke, BG and gonna for all the thugs them roll in. Gonna call quality day, thing shot, gone clear. Tisha man time, yeah I'll be there. JP coming through. Hell yeah, Rasta from Castara. Tie just red, white, black, bandana. Great vet is a vibe still, manana. It's a time every year. Plymouth and Buku Point be there. Glen Road, John Dial, Bacolet. Them place have more vibes done. Anyway fit, Mariah Mount, Grace Mason Hall. Ask them where they from, I just one name them. I just one name they call them Tobago. Bego, bego. Pump we a pump like no tomorrow. Bego, bego, bego. Chessy JP, we have a flow.
For that all-in-one shopping experience, then look no more. Visit Lamb's Best Mart for your grocery items, fruits and vegetables, drinks, home items, stationery, gift items, hampers, shopping gift cards, toiletries, small hardware items, and much more. We provide order and pickup service, even delivery to your door. We are your friendly community supermarket. Check us out today at Lamb's Best Mart, located at 22 Daniel Trace, Canby, or visit us on social media at Lamb's Best Mart.
MI4 Security Services Company is the most advanced security service in Tobago. Ask about our cash and transit service. It's safe, risk-free, reliable, and timely. We provide safe banking delivery for all business types and sizes with highly trained staff, 24/7 monitoring, coordinated emergency response, and a well-maintained fleet of armored vehicles. Contact us at 660-7723 or visit our website at www.mi4securitytt.com to sign up today.
Tobago is Easter, so join us. Call Thorns Place 745-7306 or 682-8676 and book your stay now. Rooms as low as 200 TT. Message us on WhatsApp, Facebook, and Instagram. Just a 5-minute drive from the Scarborough Port. Tobago is Easter, so join us.
Our national borders, our first step to security, but a possible access point for guns, drugs, crime. If it does not look right, do the right thing. Call Crime Stoppers anonymously. 800-8477. Report possible border crime.
It's the return of the Chief Secretary's Bago T10 Blast from Saturday 9th April to Friday 15th April 2022 at Sid Gray Sporting Complex, Roxborough. 7 days of explosive cricket action like never seen before.
That's one of the biggest hits in the tournament so far.
Come see national players Imran Khan, Mark Dial, Jason Mohammed, Jid Gooley, Terence Hines, Carrie Pierre, Christopher Vincent, Tian Webster, and players from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. You don't want to miss out on the celebrity games on the final day, featuring West Indies stars Joshua De Silva, Akil Hossain, Jaden Seals, and Stacey Ann King. 4 franchises loaded with local, national, and regional stars will clash at 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. daily. Lots of nightly giveaways. Only $20 at the door. Get in the game with the Chief Secretary's Bago T10 Blast 2.0. This ad is powered by the Office of the Chief Secretary.
Yeah. Hey.
Tobago updates. Na 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 na. Good morning, Tobago. Na 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 na. Wake up with Candace and Denasia.
Let's go, go. It's a brand new morning. Rise up to a brand new dawning. As the passion start to rise, the energy fill the skies. I say thanks for favor to wake up and hear me neighbor. 60,000 people strong, and the vibes is never wrong. We are beauty, we are power, we are people in the sun. We are beaches.
32-year-old woman charged with possession of cocaine.
Minister Cox says there's a shadow pandemic up to massively.
And in sport, Chief Secretary's Bago T10 Blast set to kick off this afternoon.
the skies. I say thanks for favor to wake up.
Welcome to Good Morning Tobago. I am Denise Dempster.
It is Friday, 8th April 2022, and diving into our top story.
Trinidad's interest in Tobago's carnival is being met with much debate.
Excitement is growing over Tobago hosting its own carnival in October, with some of the biggest stakeholders in Trinidad considering how they can get involved.
However, some Tobagonians are skeptical, fearing the loss of the authenticity in the island's carnival.
Here is more in this report.
One of Trinidad's biggest mass band, Tribe, wants to get involved with Tobago Carnival. Tribe CEO Dean Atkins is offering his expertise to the planners of Tobago Carnival. But when news of his interest broke on social media, some Tobagonians said no thank you. Notably, Tobago entrepreneurs cautioned against the involvement of Trinidadians like Mr. Atkins. In a post, they viewed Atkins' interest as a signal that he does not believe Tobagonians are capable of developing their own brand. Tobago entrepreneurs stated that a Tobago Carnival should not be turned into a direct replica of Trinidad's Carnival. They believe that only a Tobagonian can be an expert on the island's history and culture. Anyone else at the helm would choose profits over allowing Tobago's identity to be showcased. While these comments found support, many other people disagreed. Some claim the comments are just another contributor to the Trinidad-Tobago divide. Others said partnerships with Trinidad Carnival experts are needed for a successful event. One of those voices is the political leader of Unity of the People, Nkosi Phillips.
You have to be careful of the statements that you make because, persons will think when you say those kind of things, at the end of the day, if Tribe or Yuma or one of those bands decide to come across and have a band in Tobago, you don't know the amount of people that they will bring to the island.
Phillips says those bands have a huge following and they will bring much needed revenue to Tobago's businesses, which are still suffering from the pandemic.
Having a partnership with them will be greatly appreciated, and that will help the island of Tobago and boost the carnival, because we have seen the production of carnival mass in Tobago and it's not up to standards.
Phillips embraces the Tobago Carnival and intends to produce a Juve band in collaboration with Trinidad band leaders. The carnival will be held on the 28th to the 30th of October. For Tobago Updates, I am Candace Jackson.
Nationally, all students will return to physical classes on April 19th. However, Tobago's students will return on April 20th. This decision was taken by the Division of Education, Research and Technology to facilitate the Taste of Buku festivities on Easter Tuesday. Traditionally, Easter Tuesday has become a bit of an official holiday in Tobago because of the goat and crab races that take place annually. In the meantime, the division assures parents that work is going at place to provide a safe environment for all students and teachers across the island school. The Ministry of Education instructed all students to return to physical classes at the start of the third term of this school year. This ends 2 years of online schooling for most students due to the COVID-19 pandemic.
And even though plans are going full speed ahead for the Taste of Buku, political leader of Unity of the People, Nkosi Phillips, is not in support. Buku goat and crab races are normally hosted by the Buku Village Council. However, with announcements of the lifting of the COVID-19 restrictions made only 2 weeks ago, the Village Council decided against hosting it. But goat owners rallied area representatives Sonny Craig to organize a Taste of Buku. Phillips says the objection to the event has to do with timing.
I accept that the Goat Racing Association is still trying, because I know these goat men, they are very persistent, but you also have to look at the financing, you have to look at the budgeting, you have to look at getting the private sector on board at this short notice, seeing that we come out of a pandemic.
The goat and crab races have not been hosted in 2 years due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Despite concerns of short timing, Phillips hopes that the event will be successful.
And I wish them all the best. And I'm looking forward to this presentation for the people of Tobago and the international tourists who are on the island and our local and domestic tourist partners in Trinidad.
When the event is over, Phillips is calling on the area representative and the Buku Village Council to have a conversation on the way forward.
And after the goat racing, we could then sit down and have a proper dialogue with the village council on how we plan for the future of goat racing on the island of Tobago.
Along with the taste of Buku, harvest is expected to be in full swing as is tradition in the community of Buku.
Turning now to some news of crime. A 32-year-old woman was held with cocaine. According to police reports, a dangerous drug search warrant was carried out at the home of Nestor Stuart Redman in Robert Trace Extension, which is in Mount Pleasant. Officers from the Divisional Task Force found over 27 grams of creamish substance resembling cocaine. Stuart Redman was arrested and taken into police custody and charged. She appeared before the Scarborough Magistrate Virtual Court and was placed on bail worth $65,000 with a cash alternative of $6,000. Stuart Redman will reappear in court on May 6, 2022.
Now for a bit of national news. There is a shadow pandemic of domestic abuse that is creeping around in the nation.
The Minister of Social Development and Family Services revealed some alarming statistics at the report on the Family Planning Association of Trinidad and Tobago yesterday.
Secretary of Health, Wellness and Social Protection, Dr. Faith B. Israel, also spoke to the report about changes she is making to better meet the needs of families facing challenges. Here is more in this report.
Cases of gender-based violence have grown during the COVID-19 pandemic, according to Minister of Social Development and Family Services, Donna Cox.
Data from the National Domestic Violence Registry show that assault by beating, verbal abuse, malicious damage, and breach of protection orders are by far the most common offenses associated with domestic violence.
In some cases, the minister says the reports have risen by 30%.
For example, assault by beating doubled in 2021. From 450 reported cases in 2019 to 865 in 2020, and was already close to 865 in March 2021. Sadly, it must be noted that these are only reported cases. And this is the shadow pandemic, growing amidst the COVID-19 crisis.
Along with unreported cases, the government is challenged to properly treat gender-based violence because there is limited resources available to collect evidence in an emergency case. Secretary of Health, Wellness and Social Protection, Dr. Faith B. Israel, said COVID-19 highlighted these and other shortcomings in the system. She wanted stakeholders and government officials to evaluate the current systems and their effectiveness.
Are those activities really meaningful? Are those activities really meeting our clients? Are those activities really getting to the heart and soul of what they should be doing, of the needs that they should be meeting?
She explained food cards and rental relief for clients are not enough.
The need for food is just symptomatic of the larger issue. And so the social protection component of the division will actually be working closely with her, with the family, to ensure that they do the kind of planning, the financial planning that's necessary.
Assistance to find employment and intervention in potentially dangerous domestic situations are some of the ways Dr. B. Israel hopes can have the desired effect. For Tobago Updates, I am Candace Jackson.
Find out what's happening in Tobago with cricket when we return after the break.
Rest easy at American Stores. Up to 20% off. Outstanding discounts on selected Serta, Sealy, and Therapeutic mattress brands. Check us out today at American Stores, where we make quality living affordable.
I faked a migraine to skip my in-laws' anniversary.
I call all my girlfriends babe, so I don't mix up their names.
I always pick fights before my boyfriend's birthday, so I don't have to buy him a gift.
Some secrets are too good to keep, like the KFC Secret Recipe Bucket, with 9 pieces of chicken and 5 regular sides for $129. Only at KFC.
Are you looking for that all-in-one shopping experience? Then look no more. Visit Lamb's Best Mart for your grocery items, fruits and vegetables, drinks, home items, stationery, gift items, hampers, shopping gift cards, toiletries, small hardware items, and much more. We provide order and pickup service, even delivery to your door. We are your community supermarket. Check us out today at Lamb's Best Mart, located at 22 Daniel Trace, Canby, or visit us on social media at Lamb's Best Mart.
Tobago is Easter, so join us. Call Thorns Place 745-7306 or 682-8676 and book your stay now. Rooms as low as 200 TT. Message us on WhatsApp, Facebook, and Instagram. Just a 5-minute drive from the Scarborough Port. Tobago is Easter, so join us.
Yeah. Hey.
Welcome back to Good Morning Tobago. Turning now to some sports. The Chief Secretary's Tobago T10 Cricket Blast is set to kick off this afternoon. The tournament will take place over the next 7 days at the Sid Gray Sporting Complex in Roxborough. 4 franchise teams will be competing against each other in what is expected to be an exciting return to sport. Some of the big names on show for the tournament are Imran Khan, Jason Mohammed, and Mark Dial. Players from St. Vincent and the Grenadines are already on the island and are getting set for match time this afternoon. The final day of the tournament will see a celebrity match involving West Indies cricket players Joshua De Silva, Akil Hossain, Jaden Seals, and more. The first match kicks off at 5 p.m. with the Bucco Reef Divers going up against the Fort King George Gunners, and afterwards at 7 p.m. the Rainforest Rangers will clash against the Little Tobago Islanders. You don't want to miss this.
And if you're wondering what the weather will be like for cricket later, here is the weather forecast. In the weather for today, we can expect a partially cloudy morning which will become sunny and hazy. Brisk periods of light to moderate rain can be expected in confined areas. Overnight will be dull and partially cloudy with the odd shower. Temperatures will get up to 30 degrees Celsius and dip down low to 23 degrees Celsius. Today will be a great day to hit the beaches as sea conditions are moderate with waves getting up to 2 meters in open waters and near calm in sheltered areas.
Let's recap the headlines. Debate brews over Trinidad involvement in Carnival.
32-year-old woman charged for possession of cocaine.
Minister Cox says there's a shadow pandemic of domestic abuse.
And in sport, Chief Secretary's Tobago T10 Blast set to kick off this afternoon.
Well, that's it for your morning news. Join us again later today for the Tobago Updates newscast at 7:30 p.m. So, Denise, here we have a lot of things happening on the island this weekend. We have that cricket going off, set to kick off this weekend. It's going to be really, really exciting. I know a lot of people are excited. I know you are not so much into the cricket, but there are lots of people that are excited for this. And it's the start of sporting events and other major events to happen in Tobago post-pandemic.
Yes, because like you rightfully said, I don't really know about cricket per se. It's not something that my dad is very versatile in it, but it's not something that we sat down and watched, or I said to myself, hey, let me take in cricket, it look interesting. So I don't know exactly what happens in cricket, like the different rules and stuff like that, but I'm guessing that persons who is interested in this special sporting activity will be definitely excited about what is going to take place tomorrow and, well, this afternoon.
And persons like yourself could come and learn this weekend and the rest of the week. Like I said, it's every day from games at 5 and 7 p.m. But as we're talking about events, I mean, there was a lot of debate brewing yesterday in regards to Carnival, Tobago Carnival. So, you know, it's going to be an interesting time. I mean, people they have their little objections about the involvement of Trinidad players in the Trinidad event planners, sorry, in the festival.
But the thing about it is, based on my own understanding, He said he just wanted to do like a consultation, not necessarily get involved. So I am wondering if the issue per se is the fact that they are giving their opinion because of the fact that they probably have many experience with Carnival, so to speak, or they just naturally don't want Trinidad to be involved or to be a part. Because giving your expertise is one thing, but I guess they just want us to be different or want it to be, you know, far away from Trinidad.
I mean, Tobago does have a unique Carnival product, but in terms of putting on an event and, I mean, of a large magnitude to attract the level of participation and so on, you know, I mean, Tobago does fall short to some degree when it comes to that, and that is why, you know, we perhaps need to lean a little bit on the expertise of those in Trinidad who are accustomed to this. But in the meantime, I mean, let's get into what's going to be next on our program this morning. Now, we'll be chatting with political leader of the Unity of the People, that's Nkosi Phillips, who had a lot to say on Mandate Monday and some of the things that were reported to the public earlier this week.
Yes, most definitely. He's also going to share a bit of information on the whole Easter aspect and their involvement in the whole festivities.
All right. So, folks, don't go anywhere, and we'll be back right after the break.
Tobago Glass Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supplies specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
Good morning and welcome back to Good Morning Tobago. We are being joined virtually by political leader of the Unity of the People, Nkosi Phillips. Good morning to you.
Hi, good morning.
All right, I see you out there in sunny Buku.
I'm not hearing anything.
Can you hear me now?
I'm not hearing anything.
Okay, I think we should be getting his audio sorted out. All right. Okay, well, we'll have to go to break and we'll be right back.
Still not hearing anything.
Drop down there with a lot of pretty girls down there, down in Tobago.
You can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tobago. Your meals, medication, groceries, and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tobago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tobago. Relax. We will get it to you. Tobago's at your service.
Yeah.
Hey.
Tobago updates. Good morning, Tobago. Wake up with Candace.
All right, good morning and welcome back. Now we'll see if we have Nkosi Phillips on the line, the political leader of the Unity of the People. Good morning. Good morning, Nkosi. All right, well, we seem to not be getting Nkosi. Well, you know, we've been having a lot, like I said, we were talking earlier about Carnival. And this discussion, it seems as though whenever there is an involvement with Trinidad, there's always that fear that, you know, Trinidadians would come and take over literally anything that we're doing here in Tobago.
And that fear is warranted, because there are other situations or instances where it has happened. So it will cause one to be precautious about going forward, because, you know, sometimes it's very hard to differentiate. Although we are one, you know, country, it's very hard sometimes to kind of set us apart from Trinidad. And that may sound bad, but I think Tobagonians sometimes just want something for ourselves.
Right.
You know, something to call our own.
Right. And I know the Chief Secretary stated that although he wants, you know, he wants a little assistance in terms of the expertise in planning an event, he would make sure that whoever that gets involved, that they understand that it is a Tobago product and Tobago must be highlighted at all times. You know, it must be at the forefront of every decision, every plan that's made, so it's not just about a profit, it's not just about making money, but it is about showcasing Tobago.
Most definitely. So I don't think that the I think based on the Chief Secretary's, what you want to call it, I think based on what he said, there is some assurance there that going forward it would not be a situation where it's going to be totally out of control, and we would feel like if opinions weren't really heard. So I do believe going forward, nothing is wrong with the expertise and, you know, that consultation in terms of on a larger scale what we could do from what we couldn't do, and what things we could do different in terms of getting that attraction, especially internationally, because it can help our tourism sector, it could boost our economy, especially right now given the fact that we just came out of a lockdown and, you know, certain restrictions. So I do believe that going forward we would see some type of progress with that. But we just got word that we got Nkosi back.
All right, good morning to you, Nkosi.
I'm still not hearing anything at all.
Oh,
I'm still not hearing anything at all, period.
All right, well, maybe the tech guys would be working again.
I'm really sorry, I don't know if you hear me, but I'm still not hearing anything.
Yes, we are hearing.
We are hearing you, yeah.
All right, well, maybe we might get back to that later. But, you know, I mean, as we heard from the news earlier today, we had a 30% increase in domestic cases being reported throughout the country.
It's a very sad and unfortunate situation. It's very touchy for me because I believe abuse on all levels, whether it be emotional abuse, whether it be physical abuse, is something that should not happen. And I remember the other day I was reading a post on Facebook where a young lady said that she's not ashamed and she's not going to, you know, this is something big for her. But she was just saying that she left she was married to somebody, she left the relationship, they are no longer together, but he doesn't understand that. And then she said, if anything has to happen to me, it's because of him. And when I looked at that, I was sad, because why do we have to reach to that level in order to get some type of attention? Like, I don't think abuse, especially in Trinidad and Tobago, is something that is taken seriously, and you only hear about it way after the fact when something has happened. And my question is, what can we do to prevent it from escalating or reaching to that point where the person is going to end up?
Well, we're seeing also that the Minister Cox admitted yesterday that their systems are not robust enough to treat with the increase of reports that they are receiving, and that is some of the reasons why, you know, we are seeing more and more unfortunate situations where women are losing their lives. And then even we had recently in Trinidad this 15-year-old girl who lost her life as well at the hands of a male relative. You know, I mean, disciplinary
and when you
action.
saw, I'm not sure if you saw the autopsy report, there were a lot of things that contributed to her death. Because initially, when I was reading the comments, some persons were saying, well, oh, it's because she fell down the flights of stairs. That is why she died. She probably jumped because she was getting abuse or whatever be the case. But when you looked at the autopsy reports, I couldn't remember exactly what they said, but there were a lot of things, and I think one of it was being that the licks that she was getting was a bit too...
Was a bit too much?
Too much and too brutal, that caused her to tragically lose her life.
So I know it's just a reminder to our parents out there. It's like sometimes do not let anger take control of the situation. You know, children can be sometimes a little bit difficult. The situations can be a little bit difficult, but you have to exercise self-control, and you know you have to be careful in your discipline of our children. But anyways, we are at the end of our program. We are out of time, Denicia.
Although we experienced some technical difficulties today, we want to thank you always for continuing to support us, continuing to view with us, and I do hope that you have a wonderful and stress-free weekend. Stay safe. Make sure and social distance, because I would always say, and I would stress on this point, although things are a bit relaxed right now, we are still in a pandemic. Therefore, we need to be very careful and cautious around the persons we let in our space. So stay safe, keep smiling, and we'll see you again on Monday. Bye.
Good morning, Tobago. Wake up with Candace and Denasia.
Let's go, go. It's a brand new morning, rise up to a brand new dawning. As the passion start to rise, the energy fill the sky.